As I embark on this journey, I'm reminded of the wise words of Marcel Proust, who once said, "The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes." Life, at its core, is a profound exploration, an endless quest to uncover the beauty hidden within the simplicity of our everyday experiences. It's about finding solace in the gentle rhythm of a sunrise, marveling at the intricate dance of a butterfly, and embracing the warmth of a kind smile. Yet, it's also about daring to venture beyond the boundaries of familiarity, to immerse ourselves in the vast expanse of the unknown. It's the delicate balance between contentment and curiosity that we discover the true essence of our existence. So, let us wander with open hearts and open minds, for it is in the pursuit of exploration that we unearth the purest forms of goodness and grace. Welcome, my fellow travelers, to a journey where every moment is a revelation and every step is a celebration of life's infinite wonders. So on this day, I decided to visit the Best Friend Street Food Cafe. It was a Tuesday afternoon after work. I must say, it is a best place during the week for solo dates, but it does seem that it really pops off during the weekends. This is their menu. It's quite limited and there's not a lot of options. They do have a 2-for-1 special that runs from Tuesdays until Fridays from 12 p.m. until 5 p.m. I love the art around the establishment, and I must say the drinks are also quite interesting and they also offer something to talk about. I'm trying to understand what ingredients are in this cocktail. So I'm out here at Best Friend Street Food Cafe, and what's on the menu for dinner tonight is chicken pops, chicken wings, and a full meatball pizza. Really excited. For a drink, I chose the Paloma cocktail and Cut him. Right, so here's the meatball pizza, the chicken pops, as well as the fried wings. I would rate the meatball pizza a solid 5 because it wasn't seasoned well enough for me, and the chicken pops, I honestly would have made them at home. Nothing special about them. I think what I enjoyed the most out of this menu was the actual chicken wings because they had a sweet chili flavoring with sesame seeds. So yeah, that's what I enjoyed the most out of the menu. I didn't eat much. In fact, I took most of the food home because I didn't enjoy it. But this again is my own personal opinion and how I experienced their food. Whether or not I will try it again, that's a story for another day. Another day after work, was bored and on TikTok, and I decided to take a short left and go to the Newtown Junction Mall to get a few ingredients for a meal I'd prepare for the AFCON semi-finals. I started off at Clicks because I wanted cotton pads, and I also saw this cute digital timer for the kitchen, and I got that as well. I went to ShopRite to pick up a few snacks, get some cheese and onion. Then this aisle, guys, I saw these very beautiful plates, and I must say I am obsessed with crockery. So I got 2 white plates. I also got 2 matching bowls, which I absolutely love. Well, at ShopRite, they didn't have onions big enough, so I decided to go and check out Pick n Pay, and that's where I was able to get my onions. And I pick my veggies the same way I would pick a packet of Bragg Pack in the fridge. That's just how I am. I love hot and spicy food, and I must say chilies are also my absolute favorite. So I need to make sure that I always have chilies in my fridge. Whatever the occasion, I have that hotness that I need every single time. So because I didn't know that the Dutchman burger was gonna fill me up, I decided let me get tortilla wraps for me to make wraps as well, because I didn't think I'd be full enough. Well, let me tell you a story. I ended up not eating the wraps. In fact, I carried them to work the next day's lunch. Then I went over to ShopRite Liquor and I just wanted a carry pack. Now I'm about to show you short girl problems. That was the only pack that was there. Came home, set up my flowers, and I unboxed my digital clock. And I really like it. I think low-key blue is my favorite color, even though I'm always sending pink. I know, it is quite confusing. But I guess a person is allowed to have more than one favorite color, right? So I set up a timer for 30 minutes. Let me tell you, my whole meal prep and cooking took me an hour and 30 minutes. So obviously, to start off, I needed to get myself a beer because in the kitchen, you need energy and you need strength. So I started off my cooking session by preparing my wings. So I cut them up into twos and then I washed them, brought them over and started spicing them with paprika, cayenne pepper and some chicken spice. Mixed that all up with my dry ingredients. I also added garlic powder and parsley. That was the last of it. I mixed all of that up so that my chicken would be well seasoned all over. Obvious, guys, what's a meal without sex gun? That's a girl's best friend in the kitchen. For the next step, I added my wet ingredients. So I added my Nola mayonnaise. I also started making the sauce on the side for my Dutchman burger. That also needed mayonnaise. I added tomato sauce to my marinade as well as to my sauce. Next was Who's Your Sister sauce for both, as well as this what's this? Habanero mayonnaise. Very nice, very spicy. So I added it to both. Mixed that all up and then later on I put it in the fridge. I also mixed up my chicken as well. So normally if I have a short time to marinate my chicken, I would put in the sauces and put it in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Next was my mince. I put in oregano, pepper, spice for mince, as well as garlic powder, and of course 6 gun, just to give it that saltness. I mixed that all up, and once that's nicely mixed, I then started building patties from it. I must say I made a blunder here because I had previously defrosted the mince the night before, and as a result it was soaked in water, so it didn't have that oiliness that you would want to see in a burger patty. So it meant that my burger patties were now dry and they were not juicy and oily, which sucked. After that, I chopped up my onion. I sliced it into 4 so that I'd start making the Dutchman burger. After that, I chopped up my onion as well as my tomatoes because these would be the ingredients I used to fill my wrap. Put that aside, and then the next step was chopping up my lettuce. This also formed part of my wrap. So I fried my patties, put them in a hot pan with cooking oil. I let them cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Next, I put in my onions, which are also fried for 2 minutes each side until they were brown. After I turned them, I added mozzarella cheese. Growing up, I was never a fan of cheese. So I started getting introduced to cheese slowly and progressively. It was so bad to a point where whenever I ordered a cheeseburger or a burger with cheese, I'd ask them to remove the cheese, but I could eat a pizza. I know it's weird, right? But with time, I started enjoying my burgers with cheese because it was hot and melted. And then I prefer mozzarella because it's lighter. So I now do tolerate a little bit of cheese. So I also fried my chicken tenders and put them to the side and started working on my wings, which I left for me to start preparing the wrap so long. So these I fried for about 15 to 20 minutes just to make sure that they were thoroughly cooked. I chopped my chicken tenders, and as soon as I was done with that, I started preparing my wrap, which will then show you the steps that I used. So you just need to put the tortilla wrap in the microwave for just about 30 seconds. Then for my base sauces, I used mayo and the habanero mayonnaise as well. I then layered that with onions. I added my lettuce as well as my tomatoes. So I like to season this with aromat because tomatoes are tasteless, basically. I then added my chopped up chicken, crispy chicken tenders, and then layered that with a little bit more of habanero mayonnaise. Then I wrapped that all up. After wrapping it up, I put it on a hot pan to sit on both sides for about 2 minutes. So in between the cooking, I was watching the match, and I must say it was very suspenseful. So this is how my meal looked. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share my channel with your friends. As the sun sets on today's chapter of our journey, let us carry with us the memories we've made and the lessons that we've learned. Tomorrow awaits with its own set of adventures, challenges, and joys. So until we meet again at the break of dawn, let us cherish the beauty of the present moment and embrace the promises of tomorrow's new beginnings. May our hearts remain open to the wonders that surround us, and may our spirits be ever eager to explore the boundless possibilities that life has to offer.